This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately.
Going on. Wow, my arm hurts like hell from that from the shot yesterday. Oh god, don't feel too great today, but hey, you know, it's good, I guess. What's going on? So I'm not really sure how this works today. I mean, is everybody a half hour delayed on the stream? I'm not really sure. If anybody can find a Facebook version of it, let me know. Yeah, so there's these, I think it's Baldwin's attorney. So the attorney's attorney came out. Let's just read what this says really quick. Memorandum regarding possible disqualification or sanctions. Any issues or concerns regarding representation should be focused on the Sixth Amendment and Article 1, Section 13, Rights of Accused. Continuity of counsel is critical for adequate representation. Article 1, Section 12 of the Indiana Constitution must also be given consideration. Hey, thank you so much, Kelly Snyder. Mr. Allen has developed a strong and trusting bond with Mr. Baldwin. Disqualification of either of his court-appointed attorneys would greatly prejudice his rights to counsel and timely trial. The authority to remove appointed counsel is limited and has resulted in reversals in other jurisdictions. Okay, but I mean, yeah, so they're trying to preempt what my theory is that they would be, one of them would be removed. And thanks again, Kelly Snyder. Disqualification of counsel is an extreme remedy for an alleged or perceived violation of a court order. Most, if not all, cases concerning disqualification of counsel involve conflicts of interest. There is no case allowing disqualification when an individual not part of the attorney's office or staff surreptitiously purloins information from the attorney and disseminates it without permission or the attorney's knowledge. Okay, well, there you go. You're trying to take away any... I wouldn't be surprised at all if they were totally aware, because they wanted a counter narrative out there. So of course they can plausible deniability, right? Furthermore, any sanction first requires proof of knowing, willful, or intentional conduct, as do the rules of professional conduct. Here, the attorney's trust and office were violated without his knowledge. Rule 1.6 requires disclosure by an attorney, not someone that purloined information without the attorney's knowledge. Commentary 16 to that rule states, a lawyer must act competently to safeguard information relating to the representation of a client against inadvertent or unauthorized disclosure by the lawyer or other persons who are participating in, that's what I was saying yesterday, in representation of the client or who are subject to the lawyer's supervision. Attorney Baldwin did nothing wrong. Shut the hell up. Jesus. He was snookered and abused. He was snookered. Oh my God. I hope the judge laughs at this thing. Attorney Baldwin did nothing wrong. He was snookered and abused. Poor Baldwin. Yeah, listen. Anybody who is part of creating the 136-page document is somebody who would likely leak the same said document. Don't you agree with that? I mean, my God, it's the most ridiculously written thing you've ever seen. Although we do know that Attorney Baldwin, acting alone with dexterity, wrote the damn thing, okay? Or at least he approved it. Give me a break. Hey, thanks, Kathy Chapin and Geraldine Walker. Yeah. Come on, give me a break. This is so stupid. Let's see. Attorney Baldwin did nothing wrong. He was snookered and abused. See Hannah versus State, which reversed the conviction because the trial court erroneously disqualified counsel when the accused had waived any perceived conflict. We note at the outset that defense counsel was disqualified in response to the state's motion and not in response to the defense request for substitute counsel, where it is the government which moves to disqualify or to disqualify defense counsel. I guess that's the other one. I don't really care. I want to read about this one. Let's see. The issue before the court is a horrible tragedy created by persons not related to the defense of Mr. Allen. There were 3 disseminators, one of which committed suicide after the law enforcement investigation began. Yeah, and who was the first one on YouTube to mention that? Thank you. Except Murder Sheet, of course. Took credit for it the next morning. Let's see. It should be considered that nothing has been disclosed that won't be disclosed at trial or hearings. It should also be considered that there have been volumes of information disseminated by law enforcement and or others not at all linked to the defense team. Oh, you mean like the murder sheet? Volumes and not linked to the... Hold on a second. So here we go. It says, they're referring right now to the murder sheet. So they're saying, it should also be considered that there have been volumes of information disseminated by law enforcement and or others not at all linked to the defense team. Not at all linked. The criminal defense team, Baldwin, Perry, Wiley, PC. Ever wonder what it's like to see attorney Andrew Baldwin in action? The Murder Sheet podcast gives you a front row seat to one of his recent murder trials. Dive into the legal drama and witness the mastery of one of the best in the business. Yeah, there's no connection there at all. Absolutely none. Look the other way, everybody. Look the other way. Mr. Baldwin trusted a friend to respect his office space. He was betrayed. Since that transgression, Mr. Baldwin trusted a friend to respect his office space. What does that mean right there? What does that even mean? He was betrayed. Since that transgression, Mr. Baldwin has kept all Delphi-related items locked in a room or locked fireproof file cabinet. Furthermore, defense counsel has put together a plan for curative action in which no items will be left unattended for even a second in any unlocked room. You know the truth is Baldwin's fighting. So they're trying every technique to keep him as an attorney because this is a huge case and it's for like the publicity angle of it. It has nothing to do with, like, they realize that they just absolutely dropped the ball. And I mean, put a 1 if you think that somebody who would write how that 136-page document was written would have any problem putting out. I mean, I guess I'm not really asking it right, but I don't think there's. I don't disbelieve that they put it out. I actually think that they put out the documents. That's my opinion. Okay, and the reason I think that is because the way that 136-page document was written in a way where they wanted it out there, because it was written in a way to speak to the masses, not a judge. You know what I mean? So the way that was written, a judge would read that and go, God, this is so childish. It was written in a way to appease the masses of the idiots. There's so many dumb people out there. They read and go, oh, that's right. A man acting alone with dexterity. Yeah. Let me try. Oh, that's weird. You know? And that's sad. I mean, it is sad that we have a society full of really, really gullible, dumb people. All right? And when you say, God, Gray, that's mean. Well, I wasn't talking to you unless you were admitting that you are a gullible, dumb person. Yeah. Hey, welcome. LM. Yeah. Oh, it was terribly written. I just got all, like 5 minutes in, I was like, what? Who talks like that? You know, like the way they would describe what was done to the girls was so disrespectful. You know, just and over and over and over again. You know, weird stuff. Let's see. When any documents or items from the case is needed for preparing the case, the person using the documents or items will either lock the door behind them when they leave, even for a lunch break or bathroom break, or return those documents or items to the room dedicated to the Delphi case and lock the door. As Mr. Rosie, I guess, indicated, there are vast amounts of trial preparation materials, and it would be a setback to the defense have to relive. What? It would be a setback to the defense have to. You mean to have to. You left out the word to. Under these circumstances, Mr. Baldwin has taken sufficient curative action. Should the court believe there should be some sanction, the court could order to 24-hour of representation without compensation. Oh, wow. Wow, you know what? I buy it, man. I agree. Don't you guys think that the sanction of just 24 hours of court representation without compensation is worth it? You know, like 3 days, full 3 days of work is worth the person killing themselves and putting out information in a trial that had no business being out in the public. All right? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know about you, but I'm satisfied with that. Let's go ahead. Let's just call it a day. It's a wrap. Don't even do the hearing today. Yep. Come on. I mean, I think they extended themselves. They went beyond what anybody would reasonably expect for them to get. So I think that, God, what a joke. Jesus. Hopefully you guys get my sarcasm. I mean, there's some people out there. God, did you hear what Gray said? The undersigned hereby certifies that a copy... And by the way, those are the really dumb, gullible people in society. You know, the type that watch True Crime, Benign, or whatever the hell their name is, and believe the absolute garbage that person puts out. And when I say garbage, I mean literal trash. There are people that they actually accused the Patty family of creating pedophile symbols in the charity stuff that they do for their kids that died. I mean, what a joke. The undersigned hereby certifies that a copy of the foregoing was served upon all counsel of record at the time of the filing. Well, there you go. So, okay, so I think it's actually at 11:30. It's a half hour delayed, the court hearing. All right. So we'll definitely hear all the audio, and I'll put the video. You know, if they're showing Richard Allen, but other than that, I don't know. I'm not sure. I always feel like court hearings and things like that should be available for everybody, especially ones that are sort of like, you know, almost like a pool camera. But yeah, so we did a show last night. My opinion was that Baldwin or one of the other attorneys would be removed from the case. We offer you 24 hours of free service. God, what a joke. Well, gosh, Gray, I get paid $500 an hour, so I mean that was gonna be, wow. So $12,000. So you think it'll be on, it might be on Twitter. I mean, can people be in there tweeting and stuff? Or thanks, Georgina Stoliker. So it should start in 7 minutes. Maybe we can get a good feel for it on Twitter. What the hell?
Virtually every...
Oh, by the way, I did want to bring up one thing that I heard. I mean, this is pretty disturbing. It has nothing to do with this case, but it was one of the incidents over there in the Israeli, when the first attack happened. A woman was pregnant, and the Hamas terrorists cut her belly open, pulled the baby out, and then shot the baby, and then shot her in the back. So if you want to talk about, I mean, these people are right there with ISIS or even worse, okay? So, yeah, don't sit there and go, gosh, why are the Israelis doing? Just let them do what they're doing and shut the fuck up. I mean, I don't mean to cuss, but I need to say it. Just let them do it, all right? Thank you. Hey, thanks, Tamster and Anthony Galvez. Yeah, a whole bunch of just disgusting things are being revealed. Hey, Gray, will you go over Missy Beavers again with dexterity? I don't think so. I don't know. I've already done Missy Beavers 100 times. It's just kind of, I'm not really sure what else to say. No, they don't, Nicholas. They don't, Nicholas. Unless you're saying that the humanitarian aid that they give them is then diverted to what they do. Sure, but the money was given for humanitarian aid, you dummy. Okay, Nicholas, you dummy. Isn't that weird how they always show up here? Like, doesn't matter what you're talking about, the crazy wackos show up on the side. It's just, God, unreal. Alright, let's see. So do you guys know who should I follow on Twitter really quick to get a, you know, maybe they're in the courtroom. Maybe Wish TV, huh? Thanks, Phony Pin. I'm not sure why the stream goal hasn't updated for some reason. It just kind of died, but... No, there it goes. Man, it's so far behind. Crazy. Yeah, I know Law and Crime has a stream. I'm not playing Law and Crimes. Like, it doesn't start for 33 minutes. I have it sitting over here. I can see it. You might not heard on me. You have oh yeah. Yeah, if anybody out there is like, well, did you see the picture of Richard Allen with the spaghetti splotch on his shirt? Gee. Yeah, well, here's how it worked, everybody. Richard Allen told his wife and his mom that he committed the murders, or, he confessed to them. Then the wife told his attorney that. Dexterity. And his attorney said, wow, how do we fix this? I know. Richard Allen is nuts. And here's how we do it. Now, Richard, I want you to sit there in the chair and look dazed. And what we'll do is we'll slap a little spaghetti on your shirt. It'll look like you've been drooling all over the place. And we'll call it good. Yeah, he's not getting sympathy from me or weight loss, Miss Spaghetti Stains. And by the way, we do have the spaghetti stain. You see how CR put that in there? That's one of our emojis. That is the spaghetti stain. It looks a little bit like Elvis with the sunglasses and so forth. But hey, thank you, Karen Van Patten. I really want all this to be over already. I do too. Well, here's what's gonna here's what sucks. There is a possibility that they'll keep this attorney on because you can't unring a bell. So they might keep the attorney on so that the trial proceeds again in January. If it doesn't, if they remove him, this trial won't go on for another year at least. There's no chance. If they have to add another attorney, there's no way in hell it's going on in January. So for the sake of getting it moving, and so the family doesn't have to keep waiting, the judge might keep him on, but with some ridiculous sanctions. I don't really know. He doesn't deserve, though, to be able to stay on. You don't know, Gray. He's the coolest attorney ever. I mean, just listen to the murder sheet. They'll tell you how awesome that guy is. He is so great. He's one of the coolest dudes ever, man. His attorneys are upset, stating that calls and visits between his wife are being recorded. Only attorney... shut up. Jeez. Are you one of the idiots that actually believe in the what they wrote in those documents? Why do you keep typing that in, Timothy Cecil? Over and over and over again. You're being... It's weird, some of the stuff you keep typing in. Thanks, CR. Are you being sarcastic, or... Sounds attorney a public defender? I think they might have been, originally. Thanks, CR. We just went over the whole thing last night, Timothy. Here you go again. There's no privacy in a prison setting to visitors, including friends and family. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking to family members, you can record it. You know, like in the visitor center with the phones and everything. Yeah. Right. Well, you got to put a smiley face or something, Timothy. Sometimes it's hard to tell. We were just talking about it last night. Still say no way Richard Allen was threatened to confessions. Well, no, of course he wasn't threatened. That's nothing. I don't even think they mentioned that. They just said he was delusional. And by the way, oh yeah, so he's threatened to confess. So that's why the Odinists, they threatened him to confess because they wanted to make sure that he went down for it to keep them off of themselves. Oh man, I just nailed it. I used my brain dexterity. I guess I should have realized you were kidding, Timothy. But it's just... it didn't have that air, that ring of sarcasm, the way it was written. Something like, oh yeah, he's 100% innocent. That would have made sense. Robert Richburg, I knew you'd be online for the hearing today, Greg. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you. Thank you, Georgina Stoliker and Candalee Woodward Stone. Good morning. I still say no way Richard Allen was threatened to confess. No, you need to type it. Just think through it a little bit, like saying something like, I don't know, forget it. It's fine. No, put the little smiley faces, Timothy. Then everybody knows, you know. Oh, yeah, he's 100% in it. Smiley face. Oh, yeah. I don't think it was clearly anything Golden Toad. I bet if you looked up Golden Toad, it's a reasonably new account. Dun, 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 dun. Or a really old one.
Chewbacca? Oh, I'll be Chewbacca if you want me to.
I knew you'd be online for this hearing today. Great. Keep up the great work.
Goodbye, Golden Toad. Let's see. Have a good day. Be a Golden Toad somewhere else. Oh, is that who that is? I don't know why I keep saying it. Golden Toad is something I don't want here. I don't know what it is. Now the hearing is, apparently it starts at 11, but it's delayed a half hour for some unknown reason. Anybody know it, like what kind of hashtag it would be? Okay, Delphi maybe. Hey, somebody used one of my images out there. See, that was the that's the magic F right there, which doesn't look anything like an F. I did something better yesterday with that. Hey, thanks, Death by Chocolate. Or 2 days ago. For those of you who weren't here, let me show you that. Yeah, so these are taken right from the tree using this weird it wasn't even a technique it was just like using the color fill window. I don't even know how to explain it. But anyways, it shows you where this color here is actually the same as this and this, so people extend it out with their brain. the reality is kind of more like that, you know, like this is where the blood was on the tree. This one here is probably the best one because it shows you where the red is, and then the part that was there that looked like that fits in with the rest of the coloring. So it really shows you where the red part was. Now it does look man-made, you know, but I don't think it's an F at all. I mean, why is there a line there? It looks like more like a hand that had blood on it came down and put those marks on the tree, something like that. Thank you, Circa then. And look at this one, everybody. This is what people do on Facebook. Oh, look at the F. Oh, yeah. But look at this. I mean, is that the most obvious thing you've ever seen in your life? Right? I mean, just these people came in and took parts and then pasted it in there. Ridiculous. Yeah, something like that. West Ray, that's what it seems like. Could be even, you know, Libby herself who put that there like that, I mean, unfortunately. Yeah, no, Court TV does. I have the links to Court TV and also Law and Crime. I think this hearing's for the leaking that's been going on. I think that's what it's pretty much all about. And it's going to be prior to, there's another hearing on the 31st. The F means whatever they want it to mean, Christy. I didn't catch that part. Yeah, it's just sort of like, and the thing is, it doesn't even look like the rune F. The rune has like these angled Fs that go up. It doesn't even look like that. It was an uneducated Odinist. Oh, that's right. I had Fox 59 was going to do it too. So we'll have 3 of them. Oh, is it going to be on Facebook, the Fox 59? Or something? Or that link you sent me to Facebook. Is it going to play on Facebook? Okay. Where does it say that? I don't see it. How about you send it to me right when you see it live or something? I mean, I wouldn't mind playing something off of Facebook, I guess. And so if you missed it earlier, Baldwin's attorney, so one of the attorneys, Baldwin, has an attorney himself who was trying to convince the judge that he did nothing wrong. It's somebody else's fault. It's, you know, somebody else broke his trust. And my argument is anybody who would write that 136-page document full of absolute garbage, written like a 3-year-old, would have wanted that document out in the public. Because any judge reading it would go, this is ludicrous. What's going on here? So they wanted it to be in the public to sort of speak to the lowest common denominator. Yeah, the people that ran with the Odin theory, like it was just the greatest theory there ever was. It's so interesting. Even though it was something discussed and talked about 5-6 years ago. Turned out to be absolute garbage. And there it is again, rearing its ugly head. Did the hearing? Oh, it starts at, it might be going on right now. It's delayed 30 minutes though. So there should be some tweets or something if people are sitting in there. Thank you, Julia Burns. And just so you know, like the people that are helping support the channel here, at the end of the month, I donate over 50% of the net revenue to various true crime related charities. And we've already given away, what did we do on this year so far? 42,500, no, not, excuse me, 46,350 so far this year. And we still have October, November, and December left. So hopefully we get up to 60 or more like last year with 62,250. So it's pretty cool. I mean, so a lifetime since January of 2020, right when pretty much the pandemic started. This channel, from the generosity of all the freaks supporting me, from the income, 168,600. I know that isn't enough for some of the trolls on the internet, but and we have a. If you're new here, we have a DNA fund that we've put probably around $70,000 into, which is, we still have like 5 or 6 cases in the work, but identifying Jane and John Does with our own money using Identifinders International. And then also we've just started a scholarship fund. It's going to be $6,000 a year, $3,000 to 2 different people. And we've got $1,500 into that already, and you know, I'm going to put $6,000 from the income of the channel into it. Now, if anybody else wants to add to it on their own, you can do it. I still got to put the link in my community section though. There you go. Pretty bad when a defense attorney needs his own defense attorney. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Wow, what the hell?
How was I speeding? You passed me on 100 miles an hour. And what? Am I going hands behind? I'm not driving. Nobody was hurt. How was I speeding? You passed me doing 100 miles an hour. Okay, so that's a speeding ticket, right? Sir, tickets in the state of Georgia are criminal offenses. I don't have a ticket in Georgia. You do now? Why? You passed me doing 100 miles an hour. And what? Am I going hands behind your back? Yes, you are going to jail. Hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back! Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Stay down! Stay down!
I think he's
yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Oh yeah, so he must have pulled out his gun on that one.
Stay down! Stay down! Stay down! David, the shots fired! Shots fired!
Yeah, so that's totally justified there, man. You know. See, if people go, good, what do you... Thank God that's on camera, right? Absolutely justified. Zero, anything. Yeah. October 16th dash cam footage of the police footage. He choked a deputy. Cure was called. Spoke to school students about the justice system. I don't know if the guy lived or not, but you know. All right, where's the hashtag? I don't know if you guys seen any tweets or anything related to it. If you have, let me know what the hashtag is. It's gonna be in 13 minutes. This is starting up, so I didn't really know what part of Georgia that was. It just popped up on a Twitter really quick. Oh yeah. Yeah, I already read that LM, that PDF that you sent me. This is another one? Let's see. Comes now David R. Hennessy and enters temporary and limited appearance for Andrew Baldwin, appointed counsel for defendant. Yeah. So he's the... Is Baldwin the defendant in that case, I guess? Oh, I saw that on Twitter, that Odin thing. The guy that was at the White House on January 6th where he had the hat, you know, the horns and everything. God. Odinism markings. God, give me a break. Long Crime Network. Yeah, I know. I've got all the links up here, you guys. I don't need to. I just thought maybe it'd be on Twitter too. Live. I'm not going to play their pre-stuff or anything. So, well, definitely, no matter, the worst case scenario would be like just audio or something, but I want to see, you know, if Richard Allen's on the screen, we'll play that part. Really? This is clickbait nonsense, huh? Huh, thanks, Shameless. I don't think my thumbnail's clickbait at all. It literally just says exactly what I think. I think there's a good possibility he's going to be removed. That's crazy. Man, I'm definitely feeling the effects of the shot that I got, the vaccine. It's like kicking in today a little bit. I guess that's good though. WTHR. I've been a reporter for 40 years covering... Okay. I don't see them. Any comments from them? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't see any tweets from them. The flu shot doesn't do anything to me. Yeah, I got my flu shot and my tetanus shot at the same time. Well, you know, they, like one after the other. Ding, ding. Tetanus didn't hurt at all. I mean, I didn't have any pain or of any kind. Didn't even feel the shot, nothing. Did you feel it finally made just before the hearing? He talks about his bond with Alan. Yeah, I did. I've read the whole thing, FP. Go back to the beginning of the show. I've already read the whole thing, Amber. Yeah. I mean, it was just, I mean, I can do it again if you guys want me to. Here it is. Any issues, concerns regarding representation should be focused on the Sixth Amendment in Article 1. Continuity of counsel is critical for adequate representation. Article 1, Section 12 of the Indiana Constitution must also be given consideration. Mr. Allen has developed a strong, trusting bond with Mr. Baldwin. Disqualification of either of his court-appointed attorneys would greatly prejudice his right to counsel and a timely trial. All right, there it is. And then it goes on to say some crazy shit. You know, like, disqualification of counsel is an extreme remedy for any alleged or perceived violation of court order. Most if not all cases concerning disqualification of counsel involve conflicts of interest. There's no case allowing disqualification when an individual not part of the attorney's office or staff surreptitiously purloins information from the attorney and disseminates it without permission. See, I have a hard time believing there wasn't like a little bit of approval and permission given the 136-page document and how it was geared for the public to read it. Furthermore, any sanction first requires proof of knowing, willful, or intentional conduct, as do the rules of professional conduct. Yeah, basically the part that I think is hilarious is at the end. He said, should the court believe there should be some sanction, the court could order 24 hours of representation without compensation. Right. Oh, yeah, you can't share links in chat. And we've already read this 10 times. So just like what Amber said, she said that people can't put links. I don't allow links in my chat. I mean, I don't think any chats allow links by just, you know, people viewing. I mean, could you imagine how crappy that would be? You're doing a show. You got like 500 people watching, and all of a sudden somebody goes, oh my God, there's this thing going on over here. Here's a link. And then all of a sudden you have 4 people watching. Yeah, my arm didn't do anything with the tetanus shot. Anyways, where are we at? Got 5 minutes, it looks like. If you see the live stream, Amber, getting set up over there, can you give me a link to the live stream on the Facebook? Because I don't not start on time, but live 30 minutes from, yeah. Oh. Okay, so, but I mean, is it 30 minutes after it starts, or can it still be like it started at 15 after, but it's still streamed at 50? I don't know. Yeah. Going to be delayed purposely. Yeah, but apparently since it's been delayed, so they have to wait 30 minutes after it started, and it didn't start on time. Okay, so when did it start? Anybody know? Live free or die instead of slay the day, gray the day hoodies. Yeah, that'd be cool. Gray the day? What do you mean? You're making everything bland? Why don't we call beige the day? Hold on, I'm gonna go get something real quick.
Instead of Slay the Day, Gray the Day hoodies.
What's going on? Well, I guess what time is it going to start now? 45 or so? Oh my God, yes, it's a good day. Thanks, Amber Maiden. What happened? Oh, let's see. That's for you, 8675309. Hello. I need some, an apple really quick. That's right, Cindy. Now. Look at you guys. I think everybody knows that there's a cuss word going on there, don't you think? It doesn't say Okinawa, man. It says something else. It says something else, everybody. Let's be honest. So does anybody know what the new starting time is going to be? Since it's a half hour after it actually started. Yeah. Yep, so that's not playing yet. I guess that's what I could do, something like that. We need to move. What? No, it's not a gray original. I actually sent the sent it over to 8675309. Okay.
Boom, Cindy J. Boom Boom.
Stand by for a live event. Got that one. There's another one. I'm just trying to get everything possible set up. Okay, all kinds of stuff going on here. Alright, so I got 4 different windows open over here. Look at really. What does that mean? I don't get it. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Oh, he's withdrawing from the case. Maybe that's what it was about. I'd rather hear the darker version of the same song. Oh yeah, I remember that. I listened to it once and then I was like, I don't think I've seen it again. Maybe send it to me again so I can, or I can just look you up, I guess. I don't know if you use the same name on your email. Attorney quit. My jaw is bad, can't chew gum. So is there not going to be a hearing now or what? He probably didn't want to be disgraced on television. Yeah, maybe it's Okinawa. Alan's attorney is withdrawing from the case per Wish TV blog. I guess I don't know where that is. Wish TV blog. Yeah, nothing's just easy. You know, you type in Wish TV blog and oh, there's a link, and then it doesn't really go there. So I don't know where to look what you're saying there. Yeah. I don't see it. Don't see it. So what does that mean then? There's no hearing? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, hopefully there's still a hearing, I guess. Under the live, there's an updated note stating the hearing started at 2:30. Oh. Okay. Well, that means that in 24 more minutes. Hearing is over, lasted 3 minutes. Oh, really? Jeez. Well, he was just trying to... He knew that... the thing what I just told you a minute ago is I think that there's a chance that the defense team is responsible and knew exactly what was going on. And it's because of how the 136-page nonsensical document that was put out was geared for the public to read. Don't you guys agree with that? Does that seem like a document that you would send to a judge? Anybody? I mean, just try to think about it for a second. The way that was written, it was written for the public to read, not a judge. And so therefore, the fact that that made it out into the public means that it was leaked intentionally. That's just a theory that I have. Because I've never seen anything, and I'm not like some legal scholar or anything like that. But I've read a lot of court documents, and that thing was a complete joke, the way it was written. New hearing is canceled? God, this is so... everything is so ridiculous at this point. Sorry, everybody. Jeez. So the hearing is canceled. There's not even the 3 minutes that they were in there? Both lawyers withdrew from the case. Boom. This isn't going to trial for another year now, though. Yeah, the thing is, where are you guys reading this on Wish TV? Okay, there it is. The blog. Okay. There it is. So... The judge... Okay, let's go back in time. Attorneys have entered the courtroom. We appear to be close to starting. The judge... And then 2:15, the judge has entered the courtroom and the hearing has begun. The judge announces that Alan's attorneys have confirmed with the court they are withdrawing from the case. Alan is not in the courtroom and has been transferred back to Carroll County. The judge is discussing a new trial date. Oh, God. Jesus. The judge resets another court date for October 31st of next year. No, that's the next... court date was October 31st. But the trial won't be in next year. You can just guarantee that. I'm talking about like late in the year because you got to get a new attorneys and they're going to be all set up. But I think that's the right decision. You can't have that kind of irresponsibility. The problem is you can't unring the bell. It's already happened. The information's been leaked. So I guess they're just not trustworthy. Their behavior was so deplorable, the defense team. Although absolutely loved by a bunch of wackos who think Richard Allen is innocent. So that defense was, oh, they were so great. Oh, they're awesome. They were disgusting. The stuff that they were doing. Like the tactics, just absolute garbage, so... what do you guys want me to do? I don't know if there's any... I don't even think there was anything to play. I mean, how ridiculous. Man. Yeah, and even the long crime feed just sort of went off and it's not there anymore. And jeez. I'm sorry, everybody. I wanted to see a hearing. But I think what ended up happening is exactly what I was hoping the result would be in the hearing. So let me change this. Hold on a second. Alan's attorneys have both withdrawn. There you go. Wish I had that Wish TV blog. Richard Allen. Yeah. Wow. Well, the disgraced attorneys didn't want to face the music. Their actions, their sort of cavalier actions led to likely somebody actually taking their own life. I mean, it's their fault for taking their own life. They're the ones that decided to do that. But you know, you allowed a situation where somebody was felt like that. But you can't blame them for the person doing that. But nor is anybody to blame who revealed the leakers. Okay, those people are awesome, every one of you. Okay. So, there you have it, everybody. The attorneys, Baldwin and whatever the hell the other guy's name was. The other guy didn't seem to talk as much. They have withdrawn from the case of Richard Allen. And so now the process begins of who will his next court-appointed attorneys be. Or maybe Richard Allen can build up a fund using people like, Snay and all these other YouTubers out there that just believe so wholeheartedly that Richard Allen is completely innocent. So what I would do if I was them, if you believe in it, is bring in super chats, do whatever you can, and send every single nickel to buying Richard Allen a great attorney. Now all of a sudden you'll start coughing and going, did I ever say that I... Yeah, God, I feel really bad for the murder sheet, though. They lost their contact. They were so deeply invested in, communicating with the defense team often, even getting shout-outs by the defense team on their Facebook page. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want Baez to get in there. Shit. He turned that Odinism stuff into a real thing. Oh, man, he'd make people think. Yeah. I think the worst thing that they did was they convinced other YouTubers not to talk about the leak and that somebody killed themselves, only so that the next day they could do a podcast on it. They didn't have time to work on theirs. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Rossi. Oh, yeah, so Baldwin is the older guy then, right? And Rossi is the dark-haired younger guy. Okay. Rosie. I kind of had it backwards in my head. That's right. Rosie, I guess, not Rossi. I know. Well, here's the thing, Mermaid Girl 2010. They leaked all kinds of information. They knew that remember those documents early on, the 198-page document that was released? They got it. They were told that it was a clerical error and wasn't intended to be released, and they released it anyways. So they have no moral high ground of any kind, okay? Zero. Well, thanks anyways, Karen Andrews. I appreciate it. PayPal works. Can't wait to hear Murray Sheets report on this. Oh yeah. We can't wait for the lectures again. See, I talk and I say similar things, but it's about the YouTubers who put out false, knowingly false, inaccurate information. And I think that's legitimate. But they're lecturing from a hypocritical standpoint on crap that they do. Yeah. I wish people would just see it. It's just, it's amazing. Yeah, knowing what I know and what things that they've told other people and stuff like that, it's just, God, and the people that they... Oh, and guess what? If you do the $5 Patreon, you get to watch them tonight on one of their favorite podcasters talking about the hearing that didn't take place. Yeah, we definitely see it. Oh, yeah. They aren't on the up and up like anyone think. I think you have to be logged in to, like, sometimes you refresh your YouTube if you log in and log out, but then things work again. I quit listening to them. You know, I used to like them, you know, but other people like, Gray, I don't know, man. Like Zozo. And I was like, I don't know, they seem pretty cool. But man, the incident that they quit talking to me forever, made no sense to me, and they never explained it, and it just went on and on and on. And I still gave them props even after that. But this latest, their behavior during this portion of this case has just been absolutely deplorable. Like, just, you know, almost embarrassingly shameful. Just weird stuff. I hope the murder sheet is involved. Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing? Yeah. I think that I just think that they were really cozy with the defense team. I don't know if they were. I don't have any information that they leaked that, but I know that they're the ones that put out that 198-page Keegan-Klein document, or whatever, how many pages it was, and they knew that it was an error and that law enforcement didn't want them to put it out. Yeah, well, thanks, Alley Cat. Of course I'm cantankerous. Who isn't? Thanks, Claudia Neubauer. Will the lawyers give a statement for why they withdrew? I'm sure it'll be something, you know, self-serving. It won't sound like anything. I mean, just like the attorney. Well, the judge told us that we'd have to do 48 hours of community service by giving, and we can't afford it, you know, so we decided that we would withdraw from the case. Oh, you don't have to remove Purple Passion's comment. Not sure how that... Let's see. Purple Passion said, I don't listen to TMS. I just can't follow along. Don't know why. Yeah, some people like that I'm cantankerous, or whatever the hell. But I don't hate anybody. You know, there's some, like, I don't have time to hate for people on YouTube. I have, you know, things in the world that I hate. But, you know, sometimes I'm just, you know, I don't have time for the bullcrap that people want to level at the channel, and they just don't last very long. You know, the show is my show. It's not a show. You know, people try to make it about them, you know. And then the show is about the cases and my show, right? It's not about you trying to, you know, become like, hey, everybody, look at me, look at me. Yeah, it's weird. Two Faces are lacking aesthetically. Goomba and Goober. Hey, Mag. Wow, how's it been going? Just got home and listening. I see I got a lot. Hey, well, here, I'll tell you really quick, Mag. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but let me see if I can do it in a nutshell. Okay, here we go. When I was in Idaho, I was made aware of the leaker of the 136-page document. Then weeks later, the crime scene photos were released, literally showing Abby and Libby on the ground, as well as the F tree were released. Then law enforcement was made aware of the very same leakers, and one of the leakers killed themselves. There's 3 people in the line of leakers. There's one, the first person, the second, right in the middle, is the one that killed themselves. Then they had the name, and then a hearing was called to discuss the ramifications of the leaking to the law office. And today, both Baldwin and Rosie, Richard Allen's attorneys, have withdrawn from the case. There you go. Crazy. Case couldn't get any weirder.
Just got home and listening. I see I got a lot to catch up on. Thanks for always keeping us informed, Hart.
Boo? What do you mean, boo? What does that mean? Yeah, about them withdrawing. So yeah, both of Richard Allen's attorneys have withdrawn from the case, and I think they realize that, it's their responsibility, and I think they did it intentionally. My opinion is, I don't have proof, but my opinion is that Richard Allen's attorneys intentionally released the 136-page document. Whether they were responsible for leaking the crime scene photos, I don't know, but it's possible. Although the crime scene photos, to me, prove that they aren't Odin runes or some shit like that. Right. So, but my opinion is that they released the 136-page document intentionally, and purely the reason I think that is because of how it was written. It seemed to be sort of an amalgamation of a whole bunch of YouTubers' thoughts and machinations, and put them all together into a crazy, horribly written document. And it was written for the public's consumption, not a judge. And it was merely to sort of change the tides. And guess what, everybody? It worked, didn't it? Look at all the people out there that were going, Odinism, wow. And even 2 guards did have a symbol on there. And sadly, the new attorneys are going to have to pick up, they'll have already heard this, and then go down that same rabbit hole. People will say, well, why didn't you talk about the Odin stuff? It was, So they're going to have to do it too and make that part of their case. Yeah. It was one of the worst written documents in the history of mankind. Absolutely embarrassing as hell. But it was written for the really dumb, gullible people in society. Not a judge. Let me ask you. I'll do a poll here. Was the 136-page memo written for a judge? I just want to see what people. So this is the Odin document. 136-page document. And hold on. kind of liking my office though. It's kind of. I don't think they released it so they could withdraw. They thought they would just get away with it. This is they would want to do this case. Oh wait, hold on a second. This is Fox 59. They do have the.
We on?
This is.
All right, we are on the record in state of Indiana.
867539 just sent me this.
Allen 08 CO1 2210 MR1. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. McClellan, Mr. Luttrell, for your patience. We've had an unexpected turn of events, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier this afternoon, the defense attorneys have withdrawn their representation of Mr. Allen. Mr. Baldwin made an oral motion to withdraw. I granted that oral motion to withdraw, and Mr. Rosie will be submitting a written motion to withdraw, I'm assuming within the next couple of days. They have confirmed with the court that Mr. Allen's financial situation remains static, meaning he is continuing to be entitled to appointed counsel.
Oh, is that what they're going to say? Is that they withdrew because he couldn't afford it?
So
No,
I will reach out to public
Yeah, so he needs another public defender.
defenders to make that appointment. As Mr. Allen is now without counsel, I've ordered him transported back to the Department of Correction. Mr. McClellan, I know that we have already scheduled a hearing in the Carroll Circuit Court October 31st at 9 a.m. I'd like to maintain that hearing if we can, please. I think at that point we can have counsel appointed.
Wow, look at McClellan sporting a mullet.
I'd like to set a new trial date, obviously. I don't believe counsel will be prepared within the next couple of months to try a case of this magnitude in January. So we'll set dates for the trial. I think we need to set a date as well for the suppression hearing that was filed now by former counsel. I have asked the attorneys to provide all of the discovery previously provided back to the state of Indiana. I know I entered a protective order on
Looks like Jeffrey Dahmer.
The discovery, and honestly, I don't remember when that was. I think it was in April of this year, perhaps, maybe sooner. But the attorneys have been ordered to provide all of that discovery back to the state. And if you would maintain that until such time as it can be turned over to successor counsel, I would appreciate that, Mr. McClellan. I've also asked the defense attorneys.
Oh yeah, I remember Scott's version of Ooh La La. It was just slowed down, so it has more of an ominous sound to it. I kind of liked it though. Might have to. Maybe I'll make something similar. To
cooperate with successor counsel. They're not required to do that, but I think that they will in the best interests of Mr. Allen. They're not required to provide any of their work product, but they will be required and have indicated that they will cooperate with successor counsel.
I mean, this is kind of what I was thinking was going to happen. Didn't I say that on my show last night? I said that I think that the attorney, at least one of them, will be removed from the case, and they both remove themselves.
So obviously, without counsel, Mr. Allen's hearing cannot proceed. I apologize that I know many of you have been waiting for several hours. I know, Mr. McClellan, you and your staff, and you had some witnesses here that came earlier to have the hearing, but clearly this is outside of our control. So is there anything, Mr. McClellan, that you'd like to state for the record?
No, Your Honor. I think we can address the other issues at the October 31st court date.
All right. With that being said, then, we are in recess. Thank you all. Feeling that you'd like to state for the record?
No, Your Honor. I think
out of our control. So is there anything, Mr. McClellan?
Just wanted to see who's in the audience there. Isn't that the murder sheet back here?
That you'd like to state for the record?
No, Your
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, jeez.
Honor, I think we can address the other issues at the October 31st court date.
All right. With that being said, then, we are in recess. Thank you. I'll see you in October.
All right, that was on Fox 59 there. Crazy, huh? Jesus. And thanks, 8675309, for that link here. Here's the ooh la la with the more ominous tone. Listen to that. It is kind of cool. Look at it. Yeah. I was walking down the street one day, and I saw the Richard Allen trial. About something you did or supposed to do. I might have heard it, or maybe you have, but when I first heard it was like I used to get angry and all uptight. You could say what you want to spell my name right. Let's see what it does on the Okinawa part. Let's hear it. Why? I want to hear all the rest of it though. That's kind of cool like this, isn't it? What do you think, 8675309? I want to hear the whole thing like that, though, even with the... No. I know, he said it was a darker version. It's kind of cool, though. Yeah, anyways. All right, well, I want to try, I'll try, maybe I'll do the same thing, put the words in there or something. It looks like it's just slowed down a little bit. Hold accountable. Yeah, maybe. It should be. But I mean, I think that's what the judge would have said to them. That you were going to be... Now, I'm wondering about this arrests and stuff that might be made. So maybe that was a deal they cut or something. And I don't know. Hey, thanks, Karen Andrews. There you go. There it is. Anyways, appreciate it. If it doesn't say Okinawa, what does it say? Oh, I can't tell you, man. It's like a cuss word. It's like effing now is what it sounds like to me. Here, listen to that again. Listen again. See? Effing now. Can you guys hear that? Come on. Effing now. Come on, it doesn't say Okinawa. Listen again, listen again. Come on. God, you hear that? You're right. Paulette Leonard nailed it. That's exactly what it says. Okinawa. Oh, it's way closer. Thanks, Carol. Okinawa. Oh, God. I don't even hear Okinawa. Okinawa doesn't even exist in that. Listen to it again. Where do you even hear Okinawa? What's right here? God, really? Don't you hear the F in there? You don't say Okinawa, Fokinawa. Alright? One more time, everybody. One more time. There we go. There we go. Oh. You can't unring that bell. Can't unring that bell. I'm not going to slow it up. Maybe on the long version. Yeah, I agree with Paulette, man. 100%. Yeah. Look out, look. Come on. Jesus. Man, I tell you what, if you don't hear that, yeah. Well, hey, anyways, sorry guys that hearing didn't happen, but I think the end result was what I was expecting to happen, and also, I don't know about any arrests, but maybe there's something else coming down the road. Who the hell knows? So, let's see. I don't have anything else to talk about currently. It is my opinion that the 136-page document was released by the defense team intentionally. Whether the photographs and the F-tree were, I don't know. It could have just been somebody internal, but they created the culture and atmosphere at that law firm that made people think it was okay to take images and do kind of stuff that they wanted to do with. So I think what happened was exactly what should happen, and sorry for all those Richard Allen believers that your beloved attorneys were removed, but you can go F yourselves, all right? They were terrible people, all right? In my opinion. Thank you. Yes, I am in the new studio. It's cool. I actually like it. It's like it's this little place. All I need now is my massage chair, and I've got the. if I ever get one of those, I think it'd be kind of cool though. Yeah, and look what it's doing right now. What their actions did, it prolonged the justice system for probably another year, so the families have to all sit and wait, and they can't move on quite yet again. Sucks, really sucks. But anyways, thank you to Kelly Snyder with the cat eye right out of the gate, Kathy Chapin, Geraldine Walker, LM became a Megazoid, Georgina Stoliker, Annie T, Tamster, Anthony Galvez, Jacqueline Keeley, Phony Pin, Christy, Karen Van Patten, CR, Candalee Woodward Stone, Robert Richburg, Georgina Stoliker, Death by Chocolate, Circa Then, Julia Burns. I haven't seen Lynette Burns in a long time. Three Boys Mom. And Three Boys Mom, 8 months. Thank you. Live Free or Die, 8675309. Boom, Cindy J. Boom. Mo S. Bucolic Buffalo. Claudia Neubauer. Mag. Just got back from her trip. Thank you very much. Karen Andrews and Carol Keesaw. Thank you guys very much. I'm sorry there wasn't a hearing for us to all listen to and dive into, but like I said, I think what happened was about the maximum that the judge might have even done. They may have gotten wind of that. It'd be interesting to know what really made them resign, and not what they'll tell you the reason was. What was the reasoning when they were behind closed doors talking to one another? What was that reason? Not the one that we'll hear. Could the lawyers getting sued by the people being accused of Odinism? I mean, yeah, they could easily be sued. Because they're the ones that released that document. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, you get the lawyer, their own lawyer has his brief saying, oh, this is outlandish, you know. They should get 24 hours of community service. And then, oh, we're resigning. So something happened just in the meantime. You know, the judge might have even sat down with them and said, listen, because remember how she said there was a verbal? I bet she was sitting down and says, I'm going to remove you guys from the case. But I'll let you guys, you know, choose to withdraw, something like that. So they did that really quick. You know, I think it might be something like that. Because how would there have been a verbal message unless the judge was in chambers talking to the attorneys and the other one said, I'll give you one in writing. But they obviously were in chambers talking prior to the hearing there, right? So anyways, thank you guys very much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. And we'll be on later this evening. Probably even play that same thing again. You know, I think people are going to want to talk about this. And so we'll do that. Well, thanks for upgrading, Alley Cat. Appreciate it. Emma Murder Sheet says now. Oh. Yeah, well. I don't know. I think their MO is they're going to now come up with something where they can separate themselves even further from the defense team. That's what I think. Yeah, I think maybe I'll do a call-in later. Except the only problem is whenever I do call-ins with the word Delphi in the title, it's just troll central, one after the other. People throw out the, you know, N-word and all kinds of crap that they shouldn't be doing. It's ridiculous. Anyways, we'll see you guys later, all right? So thank you for being here. And sorry, Timothy, earlier that I didn't get your sarcasm. But sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Yeah, well, the thing is they did give an example in there. It's a crying shame about a case where the result was overturned because the original counsel shouldn't have been removed. But in this case, I think it's ironclad. You know, it's like you release this. They were warned twice prior, and then a third time is just too much, and then a death involved. I mean, this case has just been absolutely marred with just ridiculous shit. No, Timothy, I should have probably been able to. I should have assumed you were being sarcastic, not the other way around. So, apologize for that. Bet defendant doesn't even know reason, and now he won't be able to recall anything. Yeah, I wonder if Richard Allen's still going to be able to play his crazy card, because it's going to be like, hey, listen, hey, new attorney, my attorneys told me to be crazy and drool and stuff like that. Do you guys still want me to continue with that, or? And they're going to say, let me see, let me put on your performance, let me see it. Yeah, not so much. Okay. Yeah, we'll go some different direction now. Yeah, but anyways, all right. See you guys later. Thank you for being here, everybody. And Gray, have you viewed Holder's Facebook profile photos? No. Yeah, I have. I don't care. Okay. I don't care. See, there's people that are just so enthralled with the Eric Holder and all that. He has nothing to do with anything. All right. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. And as I always say, everybody, until next time, be safe out there. I think I'm getting COVID brain. I don't have COVID, but my shot, maybe it induced something.
Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing.
Is she crying, Alley Cat? Is she crying?
And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is Crime dissector.
The rejector. Thanks, everybody. I like Reno.
Gonna get ya on a stretcher.
Ron Pixar!
Projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gringo's gonna give another
Ron Pixar! Ron Pixar!
Fool deflector.
Ron Pixar. Yeah, you guys do it better than I do.
On his pector, with all respect, y'all. Just remember, I've a temple fucking checker.
I have no agenda.
I'm a pretender. And I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody?
Yes, that Julie Melvin out there that claimed that the bridge guy was carrying forceps to perform an abortion on the other side of the bridge. Yes, that's the same person. Ridiculous. See you guys later.